One of the most important theorists to take on the issue of social structure and agency was the German sociologist Max Weber. Weber was a contemporary of Durkheim, and of course, you remember Durkheim was working on the concept of social facts. Weber was born in 1864 and died in 1920 at the age of 56, died of pneumonia. He was trained as a lawyer and in fact earned a doctorate in law in 1889 and then did a second advanced degree in 1891 where he wrote a dissertation on the Roman agrarian history, and this dissertation qualified him to hold a German professorship. He took an interest in contemporary social policy and in applying economics to help solve social problems. And during his lifetime, he gained a great deal of expertise in agrarian economics. Finally, in 1918, 2 years before his death, he was appointed the head of the first German University Institute in Sociology. Unfortunately, he never taught sociology per se and died 2 years later. Now, at the turn of the 20th century, Weber really started to take an interest in a particular type of social structure, bureaucracies. What these social structures all had in common, Weber discovered, was the fact that they were developed and used to manage large numbers of people who were engaged in widely dispersed and disparate activities. But Weber concluded that as social structures, all bureaucracies shared a set of similar characteristics. First, they were hierarchical. They're composed of hierarchically arranged offices, and the jurisdiction of each of those offices is clearly delimited. So they're, at least in theory, if not in practice, no interference between the jurisdiction that one office holder had and another office holder. The duties of these office holders, or bureaucrats, were delimited by general, unchanging rules. So in theory, at least, no possibility for biases, no possibility for emotions to enter into the decisions and activities made by bureaucrats. Weber also discovered that all bureaucrats had to have expert qualifications and training. They had competencies, and this was expedient. They had different types of qualifications, of course, and different kinds of training according to the office that each bureaucrat held. Work for bureaucrats is based on documents, and documents are kept as records, and in theory, at least, this allows for transparency of their activities and for accountability. The official activity of any bureaucrat, regardless of what society these bureaucracies appear in, is separated from the personal, private life of the office holder. The bureaucrat exercises his or her office and the authority that comes with it on the basis of their position in the hierarchy and not on the basis of their personal characteristics. Finally, structurally, bureaucratic positions are permanent. The incumbents to those positions, of course, change, but the positions themselves are permanent positions. They're positions that are structured in the hierarchy and aren't attached to the individual office holder's personal characteristics.